By Cohen Markets. Free ice cream is back at Cohen Markets. Club Cohen members get a free Hershey's ice cream sandwich all summer long. By your Western PA Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, the best-selling brand in Pittsburgh. And by Levin Furniture and Mattress, Pittsburgh's #1 furniture and mattress store. There's Esmeralyn Valdez, who has 2 major league hits, both home runs and impressive ones at that. So he'll add to this powerful Pirates lineup. Trying to boost Mitch Keller and the Pirates to a series win over the LA Dodgers in town for the finale tonight. It's Ohtani DHing. He pitched yesterday. Then it's Pages and Freeman with Betts cleaning up. Max Muncy, a good series so far. Kyle Tucker hit 6th. Then Ryan Ward, who hit the grand slam last night. Rushing again behind the plate with Smith going to the injured list. And then it's Alex Freeland at second.
CarShield numbers for Mitch. ERA 4.81 after those last 5 starts. Opponent still only hit .243 against him, and he's kept the ball in the ballpark with just the 5 home runs. You know, Mitch is making adjustments. He's going to figure it out, but it's a tough test here tonight against these Dodgers.
Now, one of the top scoring teams, one of the top pitching teams, one of the best teams, the Dodgers, but the Pirates can win the series with a win tonight. And the Levin Furniture and Mattress defense, it's Reynolds in left field. That 5 play last night. Mangum in center and Valdez in right with Gonzalez and Triolo on the left side. Lau and Horwitz on the right side. Rafael Flores Jr. his first start behind the plate this year for the Pirates. Came in relief yesterday for Endy Rodriguez, who is okay. Rodriguez available off the Pirates bench tonight. There's Endy. Not in the starting lineup, but available off the bench tonight. Left the game yesterday with hip discomfort. So we'll look at Flores.
Yeah, that's certainly good news. Endy obviously has dealt with a bunch of injuries over the last several years. Good to see that he's going to be okay.
The count back to even on Ohtani. Struck that home run late last night to make it a 1-run game. Good career numbers against Keller. Join the club.
Ooh, good breaking ball. Good job of wasting it by Ohtani. Pretty sharp. Watch this thing just take off. Look where it ends up. Just off the plate, perhaps a little low.
Trying to guide that one back over the outer edge.
Now the backdoor breaker just didn't get enough break to catch that corner.
And Ohtani will walk. Hasn't been running as much as in years past. As soon as I say that, he runs on a walk.
Look how happy he is. You know, and I find it interesting. You know, he's likable. I mean, and he gets some boos. I'm sure he gets boos everywhere he goes, and that's perfectly fine. You're allowed to boo, but he's hard to boo. I think he'd be, you know, he's so friendly and nice and happy.
Concerned for others.
Picking up bats last night.
Look at the Levin Furniture and Mattress strike zone, getting that called for a strike. Chris Conroy, the crew chief, working the plate tonight. Curious if the Dodgers will run it all. Keller had been fairly easy to run on. That's one of the things that he's done very well. No one has stolen against him in the last month. But he got a young catcher behind the plate tonight. We'll see.
Yeah, again, if you're slow to the plate, they're going to take advantage. But he's quickened it up.
There's a nice double play ball.
How about that? We were talking about that before the game. You know, Mitch Keller for a while there was getting a ton of ground balls, and you wonder, well, maybe he'll go back to the sinker a little more. And because in the last year or two, not as many. That was actually a breaking ball, but Taylor made that 2-hopper to Triolo. You wonder, you know, as you talked about how they haven't been running on them the last month, okay, and so we talk about pitchers, and pitchers that have lower ERAs are good with runners in scoring position or runners on base, and you wonder if that has anything to do with it, him speeding up his delivery, if that might be part of the problem with his struggles the last 5 starts, you know.
I hadn't thought about that.
Me neither. So you brought that little nugget up.
They look at everything. Keller said after his last start, you know, couldn't put his finger on why he had struggled recently. That's, you know, half an hour after the game's over. But between starts, they'll take a look at anything. There's so many coaches looking at video, idea bank.
Because I think when you talk hitting, a lot of times we talk about timing. There's timing with pitchers too, you know, with their delivery and everything else like that. And if you're used to pitching out of the stretch one way and you make an adjustment, I don't know, do you have the same command? Maybe that, you know, he's made some mistakes. But having said that, you know, when you're giving up hits with runners in scoring position, you're not normally slide slipping because you're not worried about anybody stealing bases. So could be nothing.
2 walks here in this first inning. So Freeman is on. And Rock, what do you have for our keys of the game presented by your Western PA Buick dealers?
Yeah, I want some big swings from the young Bucks. You know, you got a couple rookies in there, Flores and Valdez. Valdez got the big time power, 2 right-handed bats against the lefty. And who knows how deep in the game Mitch Keller will go, but we're going to need the bullpen to shut down these Dodgers.
Yeah, if you get 6 innings from your starting pitcher, you feel good on any typical night, any team. That means there's 3 innings left to cover. How do you do it? And we saw it with the Dodgers last night. It's not always easy. Pirates coming back down 5 runs entering the 7th to win the game. Keller with good career numbers against Mookie Betts. But a 2-out hit. That really was a theme last night. And that errant throw almost costing an extra base, but Dodgers will stay put on the base hit by Betts.
Looks like Betts got a cutter right down the middle, stays with it. Good job of cutting it off, getting it in. Freeman's getting the third no matter what. The high throw. Good thing Mitch Keller kind of following that play, able to corral it, so Betts had to stay there.
Just a second career hit by Betts off Mitch Keller in 11 at bats. So Muncy, who's had a good series, 4 out of 6. Betts runs.
See the higher leg kick from Mitch Keller, not the slide step. Betts gets a pretty good jump off first.
Betts has not stolen a base this year. Coming off the oblique earlier this year. Started and stopped that time.
Ooh.
Very close.
That's one, you know, we talk about using challenges early and you don't want to waste them. But when you have a situation with runner in scoring position,
Might end an inning. A very close pitch, though.
And you look at last night's game, or was it? It was 2 nights ago. Freddie Freeman would have been called out on strikes if he would have challenged. He ended up walking. They ended up hitting the grand slam after that inning. You know, that was a game-changing call.
Keller will get out of it. Dodgers leave 2 on in the first.
Chevy Silverado drivers will do a lot in the next 5 years. For their
His familiar 2-hole. Then it's Reynolds, Ozuna cleaning up. Spencer Horwitz will hit 5th. Valdez and then Jake Mangum, hot hitter as of late. Flores Jr. and then Jared Triolo for the Pirates.
Against the lefty Justin Wrobleski. Show you those numbers again. Very impressive. Not a lot of punch outs. Pretty much just a 2-pitch pitcher. Fastball, slider. But he's been good with both of them. Opponent averages 214. His 4-seam fastball, he hit just 203. His slider 178. He'll throw an occasional curveball, maybe a few changeups, but the majority of the time it's going to be fastball, slider.
.300 batting average for Gonzalez. So what does that mean as a hitter if you're facing a 2-pitch starting pitcher? There are not too many guys are like that.
Yeah. I mean, you could stay on the fastball. You saw the slider there. It's firm and it's breaking India. There's only one lefty in the lineup for the Pirates tonight, so it's not like you have to worry about much soft. So even when he throws a slider, most likely it's coming towards you. So you can, you sit fastball, be ready. Hopefully, he makes some mistakes middle. Now, if he locates it and stays down and away for strikes, could be problematic.
Betts stays with it, getting the first out. And LA defensively, it's Ward, Pages, and Tucker in the outfield. Muncy, Betts, Freeman around the horn with Dalton rushing, catching for the 3rd straight night. Will Smith goes to the injured list today. Not played since Friday. Lau against the lefty.
2 lefties in the Pirates lineup, not just one. Brandon Lau and Spencer Horwitz.
Now Horwitz really earning an opportunity there at the home run last night. Certainly opening some eyes of what he can do against lefty pitchers now. And Lau for a long time had been hitting lefties pretty well. A little bit of a dry spell as of late. Hard to keep him out of the lineup. I don't care who's pitching. Really an all-star in my book for the National League this year.
Yeah, I can't imagine another second baseman in the National League with better numbers.
And if you did, you'd have to make him up because he doesn't exist. Now Brandon Lau leading National League second baseman in home runs and RBIs. Bryce Terang, though, ahead of him in OPS barely as of now. Go to MLB.com/vote. Vote your Pirates in there. You can really make a case for just about everybody in this lineup. All the regulars. And there's a walk, a rare walk from Wrobleski. Not going to help you out much. The Xfinity batting stats. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price. Reynolds has been one of the top hitters against lefties. His OPS for the season is just under 1,000 against lefties.
I would always assume switch hitters would be more comfortable left-handed just because you're going to get way more at bats left-handed.
And with Reynolds, that's typically the case.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, figure at least 2/3 of your bats are going to be from the left side. So you'd think you'd be more comfortable shooting. You could go weeks without seeing a lefty starter.
Yeah, 995 OPS. 5th highest in the National League. So the Pirates are trying to stack that lineup. Beat a lefty starter. That's why Callahan's not back in there. Donnie was saying today, after that magnificent game last night, not suited usually for lefty starters all that much. There's Tyler Callahan. Hit his first 2 major league home runs last night.
2 big ones and long ones.
It hits a no doubt home run off Shohei Ohtani for his first big league home run, and then Pirates are down late. Takes him from down 2 to up 1 with a 3-run shot. 2nd of the night.
I don't know if you've done this work yet, but I'm sitting here thinking about the amount of 3-run homers this Pirates lineup has had already. It seemed like we never got them last year.
I haven't done the work, but I would think that they have more this year than they did last year already. Just the big impact home runs.
Yep. Oh, they're game changers for sure. Wrobleski pretty firm early on here. He's averaging just under 94 with the fastball. We've seen 95, 96. Kind of a traditional hard slider.
That one didn't break.
He called that a slider. I don't know. It almost looked like it came out like a changeup. He does throw an occasional changeup.
Just walked Lau, challenging Reynolds. Home run in some places, but not here.
Yeah, he just missed it. He got a couple sliders that were over the heart of the plate. And that one just didn't quite get the extension that he wanted. Still hit it pretty good. Look, you could tell right away he was mad. He said, boy, just missed it. Maybe a little off the end.
And it makes it all the more remarkable how well he's done as a right-handed batter hitting here. This is home ballpark. Harder to generate power here with that expansive left field. See if Ozuna can get over 200 tonight. Has not been over that mark at any point this season. Kind of picking the spots to use him right now. And let's see if he can go on a heater.
Talk about sometimes it's just one swing, one at bat that could turn a season around. One of his last at bats, he turned around 96. Thought, oh, maybe that's it. Hit it hard in the left center field.
Timeout to right. Pirates retired in the first, scoreless through an inning.
His truck is having trouble starting, but he went to
the Tyler Callahan game, and for good reason. His first 2 big league home runs hit in the same night. First one off of Shohei Ohtani. That ball we think is in the Allegheny River somewhere, but the second one, thanks to a fan named Gavin from Baldwin High School, was able to give it back to Tyler Callahan last night in exchange for a few autographed items. Callahan was happy to have that ball back in his locker. It now sits in his locker in a case, along with his first out recorded as a pitcher, which happened on game 1 of this series against the Dodgers. It was a Pages ground out, Joe. So we were saying, are you a two-way guy now? He said he told DK, if they're ever a case again, they may be up by 20 or something, he's in. So DK was thrilled to hear that.
Yeah, and there's no official word yet whether that ball ended up in the Allegheny or not, but certainly a magnificent home run. What was with the bat flip and everything? Donnie said he'd never seen a guy do something like that. That's so extraordinary.
It really is. And I just can't help but think, like, how many people have hit their first home run out of the stadium to where they couldn't get the ball back? I mean,
Hannah, what happened there with the bat flip and everything?
Well, it was hilarious because obviously it's been a thing in this dugout this year between Spencer Horwitz and Brian Reynolds on who has the better bat drop, who did it first. Callahan said he saw Spencer do it. He wanted to do it and said it was sick. So I asked them afterwards, I said, who did it better? Horwitz obviously said he thinks Callahan upped him. Reynolds said Callahan, everything about it was perfect. Everything he did was just perfect. Now, Reynolds did say, though, he kind of refused to give Horwitz any type of bat drop credit yesterday. He said Spencer's just looked like he got shocked in the hands a little bit. But Callahan, I would say, yeah, have your moment. That was like a double curtain call for him.
Just one of those games that you imagine in the backyard. And then that one.
it's all one movement. I don't even know how you can think that fast to flip your bat like that.
A lot of fun and a necessary home run at that.
Major League Baseball actually posted last night. I don't know if you guys saw this, Joe. They said word on the street is Spencer Horwitz's bat is in the Allegheny as well after that bat flip.
That's clever. Yeah, I said last night I made Bautista blush. Spencer very reserved, at least around the clubhouse when we're down there, and so for him to engage like that, that's fun.
That again, the first home run of your career. It could be in Ohio right now. You know, where'd it go? It's crazy.
Well, he'll have the second.
Yeah. Yeah, what's that ball? That's my second home run. Well, where's your first? A good start to this second inning for Mitch. Gets a chase, looked like a cutter, up and away.
Closing in on moving up the strikeout ranks for the Pirates. And with those latest two, this is where Keller stands right now. Our Penn West University stat of the day. The Pirates all-time strikeout leaders. We had dinner with the next guy on that list tonight.
Always good to see Steve.
Steve Blass. So 7th all-time for Keller with 3 more strikeouts. Could happen tonight. A couple of Pirates new Hall of Famers on that list too. Wilbur Cooper and John Candelaria up on that list. Could strike out the side here. Try to get that pitch count back in order a little bit. A 24 pitch first inning, couple of walks. Back-to-back strikeouts here. The fastball evens the count. Rushing's been good. Filling in for the injured Will Smith. Ground ball out, ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go with the Dodgers against Mitch Keller. Obstructed Views broadcast going on right now over on our S&P Plus channel. Corey Graves and Stephen Brault going to be joined by former Pirate Cole Tucker to chat about baseball, the Bucks, whatever comes up. That's right now over on S&P Plus and always streaming on S&P 360. That is a lot of fun. Not to take you away from us, but they're a lot of fun too. So was Horwitz's home run last night. very necessary in the Pirates' 9-8 win because Ohtani answered with a 2-run home run after Horwitz. But the Pirates prevailed.
Wesky, he's unafraid. He attacks the zone. Horwitz, seen him many times this year. It seems just ambushing first pitch. He comes right at him with 2 fastballs.
Tried to check his swing, but that's the first strikeout for Robleski.
It's always just so hard to tell. As a hitter, you never think you go.
Esmeralyn Valdez. First at bat since being called up again earlier today. Donnie brought up a good point in our radio chat today about Valdez. When he went back down to the minor leagues, it was his first big league call up. He goes back down to the minor leagues. And no sulking, no not doing what you need to do. He goes right back down there. 3 homers, 9 RBIs in 10 games. Work ethic the same. Everything's the same, and that doesn't always happen, is what Donnie was saying.
Yeah, I mean, you hope that you're just going to go down and just do your thing and hope to get back soon. And in his case, I think it helps that you go down there and you continue to work. And you know, he's sure thrilled to be up at the big leagues. Get you a couple of home runs while you're here. Go back down and just keep working on your craft. Let's see, a bit tied up.
Well, part of the bat and all of the ball went to the outfield. That's power. Get that barrel out. Be a quick inning for Robleski. Still no score. Here to watch Mitch Keller pitch tonight. Steve was telling us that, I didn't realize this when he came up in '64. He wore number 23. So watching this number 23 tonight, perhaps move ahead him on the Pirates all-time strikeout list. Now Blast did it at a time where guys didn't strike out nearly as much as they did today, and he did it in a relatively short period of time. He was a really great strikeout pitcher in an era where you didn't see that all that much.
It was really, really good.
There they are, intertwined tonight. 2 more strikeouts for Keller, and he'll get what's in Steve's right hand. No, he'll move up on the strikeout list. Keller is 8th right now. So far this first time through the order for Keller, he's allowed 1 single, couple of walks, couple of strikeouts. First time through the order this year, opponents are only slugging 186 against Keller.
Yeah, and he has that good fastball. We won't see much in the upper 90s anymore. We used to from Mitch, but it almost looks like his fastball plays better, you know, at 93, 94. Hasn't thrown a bunch of them early. Throwing a lot of breaking balls to this Dodger lineup. And that was a dandy.
3rd strikeout tonight. He's 1 from tying Steve.
I didn't see Steve clapping.
He will for the next one, especially if it's Ohtani. Ohtani walked that first time around. Ohtani's been, you could say, the hottest hitter in baseball for the last month or so. Hitting .400 over the last 25 games, with almost an RBI a game. Hit the ball over the wall twice last night. Reynolds caught one, though, keeping him from a 2-homer game.
I think he'd be swinging here 3-0 if he gets something he likes. Nope, he wasn't even thinking about it. Surprised by that.
Made his mind up. Thought he was going to get another one.
Well, this cutter, it's got some good movement to it. It's more like a true cutter, just a few miles per hour slower.
That slider, though, roped out of here, and the Dodgers lead 1-0 on Ohtani's 13th home run. Immense power.
I didn't think it was high enough.
Well, the Babe used to call his shot. Maybe he was just waiting for his pitch, and it looked like he wanted that one.
Yeah, there aren't many. I mean, that you always worry about going down and into a lefty with the breaking ball. That one actually was, you know, a backdoor breaking ball. Might have got to the middle of the plate, but still, to be able to blister it like that on the line into the seats is impressive.
And as you pointed out, I mean, Keller, one of the toughest to homer against. But Ohtani is so special, eclipsing 50 home runs in each of the past 2 seasons. Pages the other way on the slider. Pages has stolen 7 bases. Dodgers as a team don't run all that often.
And when you have that kind of power, you know, there's a lot of power in this Dodgers lineup. You don't want to make outs on the bases.
I never thought about that until I asked Brian Reynolds one day, his rookie season. You know, had some pretty good speed back then, especially. And he batted in front of Josh Bell that season. I said, well, why don't you steal second more? He goes, I'm already in scoring position.
Yeah.
I have Bell behind me. Oh. Freeman hit by pitch. So the second time through, home run, single, hit batter.
Not getting out of the way, just let it hit you in the knee.
Keller has already gotten a ground ball double play today. That's more of a fly ball hitter, though. Flores will come out. And now here's a message from Levin Furniture and Mattress.
Get the guaranteed lowest mattress prices for life at Levin.
That's a single his first time against Keller. to deep left. Reynolds, can he do it again?
My goodness.
Incredible.
And again, Bryan Reynolds not caring about the wall. That one might have hurt a little bit. I mean, I don't think he felt it coming. He was kind of running in last night's game, drawing it. He's just kind of coasting back. But yeah, that's a home run also. My goodness.
That ball would have gone over the wall.
Yeah, there's a Dodger fan there thinking he's going to be able to catch that.
The one he caught last night, he said, was ticketed for the second row. That one's the first row, but either way, that's going to be a 3-run home run by Betts. And a second hit batter of the inning for Keller. I do this every night.
That's awesome.
Donnie Kelly said yesterday that was the best catch he saw Reynolds ever make.
I agree with that. You know, that one not as spectacular, but it robbed a home run. Any way you look at it.
A little poke by Tucker could be trouble. It's going to get down. 2 Dodgers are in on the little blooper by Tucker. LA leads 3-0. Freeman had to be careful not to pass Pages on his way home.
Cutter that ties him up. Just into no man's land, and nobody can get there.
2 hit batters in the inning, pushing up the runners. A runner, I guess, on just a single. So Muncy now at third. Ryan Ward hit a grand slam last night. Five of the 6 have reached the second time through the order for Keller. Trying to keep it to just 3 in this inning now. Stolen base for Tucker.
That was pretty easy. A big leg kick, big jump.
First time in more than a month anyone's stolen off Keller. More importantly, now another base hit here would score 2, it looks like, for the Dodgers. With runners in scoring position so far. That includes that grand slam last night. .65 pitches. Ward filling in for the injured Teoscar Hernandez and picking up right where he left off.
Breaking ball, center cut.
Sweeper gets a little ground ball to get out of any further damage, but the Dodgers stake themselves to a 3-0 lead. On SNP is presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP, and by Barrel Automotive, driven to be better. Turning out to be a nice night after storms rumbling through the area late afternoon, early evening here. Rafael Flores Jr. at Indianapolis.
Good power numbers. That's a big kid.
Hit lefties pretty well, almost 500 slugging at Indy against lefties. So good guy to have in there tonight. He's up because Henry Davis is on the paternity list. And Endy Rodriguez leaving the game last night with left hip discomfort, but turns out he'll be fine and he's available tonight. So Flores might have gotten the start anyway against the lefty. Get him a look. Came over last year at the trade deadline in the deal that sent David Bednar to the Yankees. Flores part of the return. Drew a walk last night, draws a walk here to lead off the third.
Going to have to come back again here tonight. That helps. Helped the cause last night late. A couple free passes that led to runs.
Well, Robleski already a couple of walks. He had walked 5 total in his last 6 starts. Will it be an off night for the Dodgers lefty? Triolo has played every inning at shortstop since May the 28th. I'll give him that right side of the infield. Hard to do anything with that.
Yeah, you know, there got to be some extension, some life, something about his fastball. You know, you look at his numbers. You know, he throws some, a couple well located here to Triolo, but you know, late swing there from Jared Triolo. But again, fastball, slider, everything's coming into you. The slider's hard, and you know. It's hard to get a swing off on him. There's been a lot of takes on his fastball. I think it's because it just kind of sneaks up. Maybe he hides it well.
There's a base hit. First one for the Pirates tonight.
But it makes you feel better as a right-handed hitter facing a guy like this because you really don't have to worry about a changeup. I think he may have thrown a couple the first time through the lineup, but everything's coming towards you. You know. Right on right, it's hard when they're throwing a breaking ball away from you because you know you're more likely to get out in front or off the end of the bat with a breaking ball from a righty, but a lefty, it's coming towards you. So should make it easier, but man, he's putting together a good year with basically these 2 pitches. That's a rare curveball. He does have one of those as well, of course, but rarely throws it.
Well, pitch to contact pitcher on a team that does strike out a lot, but generally most of the guys are there seem to make contact. We'll see how that fares tonight from the 25-year-old Robleski. Tucker has the first out. Bucko Luau weekend presented by Levin Furniture and Mattress, and that's this Sunday. The Marlins in town. It's can take home a retro lunchbox while supplies last. Get your tickets at pirates.com/Bucko Luau. All weekend long. Fireworks following the game tonight. A lot of fun at the ballpark. And Wroblewski on 2 pitches gets 3 outs after the Pirates put 2 on. And it stays 3-0 Dodgers. They just stopped off the interstate, picked up a few, and then here we go. All right. That's how it works. Got the tin foil.
Of course. Did you know they used tin foil?
I didn't.
Me neither.
First pitch out for Keller here in the 4th. Got 8, 9, and 1. Trying to get the first 2 out before Ohtani. Ohtani has homered tonight. Waiting next after Freeland. Always know where he is.
He's hard to miss. A big man. He's listed at 6'4". Looks big.
I think he gained an inch when they did the official measurements for ABS.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Freeland. Yasmani Valdez in right field tonight. Ohtani pitched at PNC Park last night, but the home runs are what we know him for.
Powered all fields. We saw one out the left. Reynolds robbed it. One out the center and one out the right.
Last year hit 55 home runs, 54 the year prior. Up to 13 now this year. Remember, he had 8 more in the postseason last year.
Way late on that slider. It's almost like he went back and asked Flores, what was that? 89 miles per hour.
That's hard hit. He's been on base all 3 times.
Another hard hit ball.
Trying to get through Pages. Baseball's RBI leader. 56 driven in. And it came into tonight hitting .413 against the Pirates in his career. That's gone up 1 for 2 nights so far. Swing and miss on the fastball. Ohtani running.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen. I don't think we've seen the slide step in this game from Mitch.
Not going. Remember, Ohtani stole 59 bases 2 years ago, the year he hit 54 home runs. Never seen a season like that.
May never see another.
Yeah. Didn't pitch that year, so he had fresher legs. So this is what you get when he takes a regular turn in the rotation. It's so much worse. Hitting over 300. He's taken off, got a big jump. That ball's going to get down, and Ohtani might score on this if it doesn't get in. And Reynolds always, from the Corey Dickerson school of playing left field at PNC Park, got it in quickly.
Looked like a fastball, and Pages on time. And that is a good job by Bryan Reynolds. Get it, throw it, make everybody stop.
Got to get through Freeman. He has walked and been hit by a pitch. Keller tonight has walked 2, hit 2, struck out 3. Two out hits with runners in scoring position. Dodgers up 4-0. 3 straight 2-out singles.
No surprise seeing Freddie Freeman go the other way. Out over the plate. It's his approach. Throw me a fastball, I'll hit it the other way.
Now that's something that's plagued Keller all year, that trying to close out those innings. 2 outs and runners in scoring position coming into tonight. Opponents hitting .412 off Keller. Tucker with the 2-run single in the 3rd there. Freeman driving in his 37th run. Trying to get through Mookie Betts. This is such a good lineup. The Dodgers have the current MVP, the RBI leader, a former MVP, and then a former MVP.
Yeah. And they got 3 pretty good players that aren't playing. Hernandez, Edman, Will Smith.
Great point. Yeah, catching them at a time where they have 15 players on the injured list.
We've been talking about how good the pitching's been, and Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow.
Edwin Diaz.
Edwin Diaz.
Lights out closer.
Yep.
Now, what have the Dodgers done? They have the 2nd best record in baseball with all those injuries. Of course, able to collect depth. That could be debated, but still, he's still got to go out there and perform, and they've done that. Trying to keep it to a 1-run inning here. And Betts will challenge.
Series pitch is called a strike.
Let's take a look at ABS, powered by T-Mobile.
Pitch the ball. Los Angeles has 2 challenges remaining.
And a walk. Pirates went with Mlodzinski as the long man last night. Remember, Dotel in game 1 of the series usually used as a long man, but could not retire a batter. Not sure if he would be available for length tonight or not. Keller already at 87 pitches. He had 2 outs and nobody on in this inning. The last 4 have reached.
Movement in the Pirates bullpen.
Max Muncy, terrific power. Gets past Flores. Dodgers add a run.
Yeah, that big breaking ball, and not enough reach for Flores.
Bill Murphy will make his way to the mound. Pirates pitching coach.
Pitches now. Give Yohan Ramirez a little more time to get loose.
Keller has walked 3 tonight. A couple of hit batters. That wild pitch right there. Four straight have reached after there was 2 outs and nobody on. The 8-9 hitters were retired, but this top of the order very potent. They've reached base 10 out of the 12 times they've batted. Behind on Muncy. That'll reload the bases. Back-to-back walks.
And I'm guessing last batter for Mitch Keller.
Tucker had that little blue 2-run single in the 3rd.
Just can't find that consistent release point.
Foul ball. The 9 Dodgers base runners after 2 outs here in this game tonight. How do you close out that inning? Well, the Dodgers' 2nd most runs per game in baseball. Not as easy against this team as others.
And they're not going to help you much. You know, if you're not able to throw strikes, there's not a lot of chase in this lineup.
Keller ahead on Tucker with the bases loaded.
And they do a good job of wasting pitches as well.
Four walks from Keller tie a season high. Almost hit a 3rd batter tonight. Laborious inning. This will be his 30th pitch coming up. Nowhere to put him. Got to treat it like a 3-2 count. Now it is 3-2.
Looks like he's got that pitch calm on his belt, and I think he may have already called the pitch.
They want to walk in a run. Right to first. And so no further damage. Dodgers add 2 and lead 5-0. Provider of sports coverage on SNP. Well, the Pirates hit their way back into the game last night and won it with their bats. So far, Robleski hasn't given them much.
Maybe the second time through. A lot of ball game left.
Probably the night for Keller at 98 pitches through 4. See if he is engaged for the 5th or not. Betts gets the first out. Robleski, on the other hand, getting that double play ball, get out of trouble in the 3rd inning. Pirates had 2 on, nobody out. 2 pitches later, he's out of it. And so 51 with 1 out in the 4th. Triolo has a Pirates hit. Everything away from Ozuna, who showed very little want to going to the opposite field.
Which is surprising, you know, especially when you get elevated fastballs away. You know, he has a ton of power that way. You know, he's capable of hitting the ball out anywhere. Right, left, center.
Maybe exploit that wall in right field as well. And next time you're here at PNC Park cheering on the Buccos, make sure you stop by the Miller Lite Landing, located in the center field concourse. Legendary Pirates moments start with light. Great spot when they did the redesign earlier this decade of this ballpark. That was added in there. Really just a nice centerpiece. Snugly put in there with the great backdrop. So many amenities when you come out here.
Who doesn't like to sit at the bar and watch a ball game?
Maybe run into some friends. Great place to mingle. And when you're ready, take back in the ball game. Here's a base hit for Horwitz.
And again, the way he makes adjustments. Shorten up, get on top of that fastball.
What does everybody strive for in this game? Consistency. Horwitz is the Pirates' definition, or one of them. Have a few. We're talking about Reynolds in the open as well. Long on base streak he has going. But Horwitz, since the All-Star break last year, came into today 6th in the National League in OPS from the All-Star break last year on. It's almost a year of baseball where he's if you like OPS, on base plus slugging,
Yeah.
he's one of the best hitters in the league. Tremendous power from Valdez. The ballpark holds it. And the Pirates still trail the Dodgers 5-0. Now this Pirates pitching change presented by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
36 2/3 innings from Yohan Ramirez, making his 29th appearance. 4.66 the ERA. Opponent's hitting just .219.
We'll draw the 7, 8, 9 hitters. The bat splinters, and Ramirez has an out.
I like to see that. Quick out, weak contact. Get right back in the zone. And Rushing you would think he'd be taking.
Now the Dodgers backup catcher was the backup catcher to Henry Davis at Louisville. And for Dave Roberts, normally Will Smith, of course, the catcher, who also caught at Louisville. Says that Rushing is a great receiver. And as we can see, he's been a good hitter, but tonight the Pirates have kept him 0 for 2. Ramirez was with the Dodgers in that time between his stints with the Pirates, and for a time he was a very effective pitcher in the first of their back-to-back World Series winners. He had a 6-week stretch where he had a low 2s ERA and then ran into some problems, but able to be on that World Series team. He had been moved on to the Red Sox by the end of the year, but everyone gets a piece after the fact if they're on that team.
He's got such good stuff. Good fastball. Mid-upper 90s. Good breaking ball. When he's in the zone, I think very, very tough to hit.
98. And that ball moves so much.
Yep.
What's that like as a hitter when the ball's moving like that?
It's not fun. No, I mean it's just hard to get the barrel to it. Typically, when gets in trouble, it's because he's not throwing strikes. I mean, he doesn't have to be pinpoint or always hit edges. I mean, he can overpower. He can, especially righties. I think he's more effective against righties than lefties, just because it's righties. That sinker will bear in on you, tie you up. That big sweeping slider runs away from the bat.
Trying to get it in fair territory.
The sweeper is so big. Hard to hit for righties or lefties. If he backdoors it to lefties, easy pitch to give up on. Has so much break when it's breaking into lefties, easy to swing over it. If he could ever learn to kind of front door that two-seamer to lefties, kind of start it off the plate in, have it come back. I mean, he's not really a command guy. But if you could ever perfect that.
I think he's tried to do it a few times. He's hit a lot of batters through the years. One of those guys you can just set up right down the middle and let that pitch do the work for you. 31 years old, 8 teams in the major leagues. That'll be the second out. Shohei Ohtani is coming up. And let's take a look at StatCast. It's powered by Google Cloud on Ohtani's at bats tonight and yesterday. The 3 balls that went over the wall.
Yep, down, thigh high, belt high, left field, center field, right field. Hard, soft. He's just really good.
See where the blue one went. It went over the wall, and not just right over the wall. Reynolds said it was going to go in the second row. To really lunge back to make that catch, and then Reynolds is stealing another home run tonight from Mookie Betts. It would have been a 3-run home run. A more pedestrian robbery. That's one of the many things baseball has done in the last few decades. It's really made it exciting. A lot of the ballparks have these shorter walls, enabling outfielders to steal home runs.
And every outfielder wants to do it. They love a short wall.
Reynolds telling reporters last night, dryly, as he always does, that he can dunk a basketball, so big deal. He can leap over that wall out there. Rushing at first. Ohtani has not been retired tonight. That was against Keller, who went the first 4. Pages next.
What's it going to be? The fastball or the breaking ball? Yep, tried to backdoor it, left it out there.
And like you said, the Dodgers don't give you a lot of help. Six walks by Pirates pitchers. They've hit 2 batters tonight. Wild pitch in there.
Yeah, they see a lot of pitches.
Dodgers have 1 extra base hit. That was the Ohtani home run.
I think they saw 216 pitches Tuesday night. $167 last night. Almost 120 already here tonight.
We're in the 5th inning.
Us not knowing who's available out of the bullpen, figured no Majinski. Not quite sure about Dotel. You saw Ramirez got that 1 pitch, 1 out. You know, you're thinking, oh, let's be efficient. Let's get through this inning quickly. Maybe you get 2, maybe 3 out of Ramirez.
There's not a lot of consistency down in the Pirates pen. There's Wilbur Dotel. And the strikeout for Ramirez. Dodgers do not score in the 5th.
From last year in Shohei Ohtani, but over in the Pirates dugout, there's a look at Paul Skeens, who was an MVP in his own right, as it was announced that the Players Trust, the charitable arm of Major League Baseball Players Association, announced that Paul Skeens is the recipient of the 3rd Most Valuable Philanthropist Award for the 2026 season. The Players Trust will award a $10,000 grant in Skeens' honor to the Gary Sinise Foundation. Paul thanked the Players Trust for the grant and all they do to help support players. The Players Trust were proud to recognize Paul's leadership and his commitment to supporting service members and first responders, calling his efforts personal, authentic, and impactful. Joe.
Hannah, thanks for highlighting Paul Skeens and what he's doing. And that's something that should be pointed out. And I like that you said authentic, too, because you saw what he did on Monday night on the off day, driving home. Yeah, there's some kids playing out there. Spent a couple hours of his night before he's going to pitch.
Loves the game.
Rafael Flores Jr. up for a second time. Is this his first? Flores Jr. out of here. Big league home run number 1. From Anaheim to Pittsburgh.
That's a big time pop. I think that one landed in the Pirates bullpen. Talked about just fastball slider, and that slider coming into you, he's on time, and so right into the cone.
The designated home run cone catcher is pitching right now, so Dotel in relief of Yohan Ramirez.
That had to be 430 plus feet.
That 440 on StatCast.
Wow. Massive
Power. That's a home run in the old ballparks. That home run presented by UPMC. First of Flores' career. Hardest hit ball in this game.
Boy, that's in the back of the bullpen.
Dotel very smartly trying to use the wall to get the rebound again. Keep it in the cone. 440 feet. Flores was not drafted. He was signed by the Yankees 4 years ago out of a junior college in Southern California.
This game definitely in reach, 5-1. It could be worse. The Dodgers have left 9 on base through 5.
Pages hadn't played well. First time Triolo retired tonight.
Well, that ball was hit hard too.
Rafael Flores Jr. getting Pirates on the board. Homering off Robleski, that's not easy. One of the toughest to homer against in the league. And the kind of story that Pittsburgh can get around too is Gonzalez with a base hit. As somebody that had family members help him out, getting him to play baseball, all that traveling circuit. It's really necessary to get noticed. Everybody noticing Nick Gonzalez this year too. He's really come on.
It wasn't just a matter of time till he got a hold of the fastball. He's hitting well over 300 against the fastball this year.
Well, the Dodgers, with a lot of their offense coming after 2 are out. Nobody in the National League has driven in more runs after 2 outs than Brandon Lowe. Really was the offensive catalyst yesterday. Gets overlooked, of course, with the magnificent Callahan home run and then the very important Horwitz homer.
On a 3-0 pitch.
You marvel at that.
Yeah.
Is it rare?
I love when
Yeah,
guys are aggressive with 3-0, and you know, you don't normally see it when you're down. You know, with 2 on, down 6-1, but he got a fastball out over, laced it down the line. I think you get more comfortable the longer you're in the league. You look for a pitch in a spot. If it's not there, you don't swing.
Count back to even now. Wow. Deep. Yes. He's at it again. And the Pirates right back in this game. Brandon Lowe with home run number 16. Off the lefty.
Yeah, the importance of power. I mean, it gets you back in the ball game. You know, a couple of big swings, and we just haven't had that here in a while. A hanging slider. Yeah, that's what Flores got. He hit it 440. Lowe, not 440, but we'll take it. No doubter. Such a sweet swing, generates so much power.
Gotta go get it. So it's Flores Jr. and Lowe with home runs in the inning. Robleski had only allowed 4 home runs all year.
Yeah, 2 in 1 inning. And we talked about the fastball, the sneakiness to it. It's getting on the hitters. And it's not the fastball they hit out. It's the slider. Only 1 home run hit off of that slider this year for Robleski.
Reynolds pulled safe. And is the contact there off Robleski. And the tumble by Reynolds, no one tagged him, as if they would call that an attempt to advance to second to see if the Dodgers pitcher is okay.
You're hoping just a Charlie horse. A very close play over there. Did Robleski hit the bag? I don't believe so. It looked like he got to the bag before Bryan Reynolds, but I'm not sure he hit the bag. Oh, he's, you know, I think the limping because of the ball that hit him more so than the collision at first. But does he get to the bag? Nowhere near the bag.
And then he trips Reynolds.
And he trips Bryan Reynolds, yes.
It's that desperate attempt to get it out there. Goes as a single. A little surprised that in all that hubbub that they didn't try to tag Reynolds. Don't know if that would have been ruled trying to get to second or not after being tripped. Now the Dodgers, who already have so many replacements on the injured list. Robleski will come out. And it looks like, well, the Dodgers, if this is an injury replacement, they can choose whoever they want to have as much time as they want to warm up. Should be Klein time next. Run coming up here in the 5th with Will Klein to come in to pitch. You can make your favorite players all-stars. Scan the QR code to cast your 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot daily or visit MLB.com/vote. Pirates have a lot of worthy entrants. Make sure you vote them into the All-Star game so the Pirates can go east to Philadelphia and represent Pittsburgh. Certainly Lau adding to his impressive resume, 16th home run, and Hannah has more on Brandon Lau.
Joe, he's also an all-star off the field and in the community. With that 16th home run this season, that's another $250 Brandon Lau has donated to Pirates Charities mental health initiatives. That's something he's doing per home run this year. That's $4,000 total dollars. And yesterday, during the game on the Riverwalk, Madison, his wife, was selling signed mystery balls right here to raise money for Baby Quest, which helps families afford IVF treatments to help start their own family journey. They sold a total of 200 balls and made $8,000. The two have had struggles with infertility themselves and realized how much of a financial burden that can be for other couples. So really passionate about this cause and excited about the amount of money, the fan support, the support of Pirates Charities, and of course Brandon's teammates for helping make all of those baseballs possible. Joe, you can really see why he was also a Roberto Clemente Award winner when he was with Tampa Bay as well, and evident here in a short period of time in Pittsburgh.
Now, thanks for highlighting that too. What he and Madison do. Remember, Brandon Lau is a pending free agent. He has no ties to the Pittsburgh area other than he got traded here, and he has been absolutely all in on helping his teammates win ball games, and then he and his wife doing everything that they were doing in Tampa and then some here in Pittsburgh. It really should be admired.
Yep, great humans. That's impressive stuff.
It's going to be Ryan O'Hearn, left-handed batter, against the righty specialist Will Klein.
Hard throwing Klein, 2.33 ERA. He's only allowed one home run. And O'Hearn, first pitch of the day. He's going to challenge. He thinks it's down. Boy, just barely catches a piece.
Pittsburgh has one challenge left.
Bottom of the zone.
Hard ground ball through. Pinch hit single for O'Hearn. Such a good pinch hitter too. Lifetime 289 coming in. Somewhat of a lost art nowadays.
Gets the fastball out over. Hits it a bit late, but hard and through.
Extending this inning where the Pirates have had long balls from Flores Jr., the first of his career, and the latest from Lau. Now the tying runs on here in the 5th inning. Pirates entered this inning down 5-0.
Just 2 hits through the first 4 or 5 here in this 5th inning.
Horwitz homered last night. There's a base hit. Pirates are going to get one closer. They came back last night down 5, and they're within a run here in the 5th again tonight. The Battle and Bucks. You gotta love them, Pittsburgh. Here they come again.
And just so good, so consistent. Spencer Horwitz on time once again with the fastball, 98. Sitting on it, making sure he can get that bat head out there. And Hearn easily into third.
5 straight Pirates have hit their way on after there was 2 outs. The Dodgers, who blew a 5-run lead last night, something they hadn't done in 2 years, are about to do it for a 2nd straight night. And Tyler Callahan comes off the Pirates bench. What did he do last night? He just hit his first 2 major league home runs and 2 huge ones.
Yes, they were. The first one off of Ohtani out of the ballpark. And that's the big one. The game-changing 3-run homer.
So the Pirates maneuvering this inning. Klein so good against righty batters. They put in a couple of lefties. Earlier this inning, Flores Jr. hit the first of his major league career. Callahan with the first 2 last night. A base hit here ties it. Pirates were down 5-0 when this inning started.
Fine. 3 different breaking balls. Sweeper, curveball, slider. Has not had much success with the breaking balls.
(3-0).
All his breaking balls, opponents hitting 286 or better. The fastball just a 157 batting average against. Callahan able to check the swing. Does he swing 3-0?
Said he's locked in.
Fastball.
Yeah. It wasn't close. Easy take. Bases loaded. Good patience from the young hitter. Now, Klein has come into this game and everybody's reached against him. Pirates will send their 10th hitter of the inning up in Jake Mangum. Looking for answers. See if Mangum can slash one past that infield. 291 batting average. Trying to wait on that curveball. 6 straight Pirates have reached after there was 2 outs.
Fastball was in the zone. Mangum trying to hold up. Roll to swing.
Base is full of buccos. Mangum will challenge.
Pitch is called a strike. Pittsburgh's challenging. Pitch to the strike.
And the Pirates
Pittsburgh's
come back. Well,
challenge.
it was just a matter of time. On the UPMC scoreboard, Pirates baseball presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP. Callahan will stay in the game, play right field after pinch hitting for Valdez. Lau with his 16th home run. There have only been 3 seasons by a Pirates second baseman with more home runs. Seasons. This is June 11th.
June 11th. And boy, Pretty remarkable.
The only Pirate to hit more than, or 20 or more home runs in the season, Pirates second baseman, is Neil Walker in the house tonight. And Lau at 16. Flores hitting his first major league home run, a 440-foot home run. So last night Callahan hits his first at 427. And then Flores hits his first at 440. What a way to get into the big leagues.
Topper. But hey, it jump-started everything. I mean, there was nothing going on for the Pirates offensively. I love the way he stays in front of it. He's had a number of those one-hoppers hit to him tonight. That one a little bit of an in-between hop. Like he just stays in there.
So getting that first out. Do you believe in baseball momentum? You know, do you need to put up a quiet inning here and then keep that momentum, or is that just something made up?
I've never. I mean, like I said, when you get something going like in an inning like that, yeah, you know. But as far as like carrying over to tomorrow or whatever, no.
Well, I was wondering this inning, for instance, you know, if the Dodgers go 1, 2, 3, do you come back up and feel as Bench will challenge that?
Certainly would help. And just getting a piece. So what about last
Pitch and strike. Los Angeles has 1 challenge left.
10 pitches or so 3 challenges.
The margin's so thin on a lot of these. That'll go foul.
But yeah, you like it. You'd love to get a shutdown inning here. Obviously, 1-run game. Ramirez. He'd like to get a nice quick 3-up, 3-down inning. Get that offense out there again.
Pirates batted 10 last inning. 6 straight Pirates reached after 2 were out. First 5 on hits. Pirates are out hitting the Dodgers now. It had just 2 singles entering the 5th.
I don't know how you take that pitch. That's a great take.
Out to center. Mangum has the second out. Going to be a fun weekend. Bucko Luau weekend presented by Levin Furniture and Mattress. It starts tomorrow night. Miami comes to town. It's a 6:40 game. In the first 20,000 take home this Pirates Tiki mug. You get your tickets at pirates.com/Bucko Luau. Line's not included. Bucko Luau weekend. Max Muncy.
Oh, that's huge.
1, 2, 3 inning from Yohan Ramirez.
Making a big impact this time around in the big leagues with his first major league home run. He had admitted to me that having the experience last year in the big leagues with his debut coming up this time around, it was night and day with that experience. He admitted last year he was a little bit starstruck his first day in the big leagues, but now it's just baseball. Don Kelly actually complimented the way he came into that tough situation catching last night as well in place of Endy, saying there was a lot of pressure in that situation and he handled it extremely well, Joe.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, think about not really knowing that going to be in the game, and as a veteran player, probably no big deal, but a young player, what's he do tonight?
Nice to get everything out of the way at once.
First RBI too, yeah.
Yeah.
And like you said, really igniting that 4-run inning. Nothing really going for the Pirates offensively prior to that very long home run.
5,000 OPS.
Pretty good. He retired for the first time in 2026. Triolo with a solid single his first time up and then lined out. Pirates with that 4-run 5th inning, knocking Robleski out of the game. Dodgers starter could not complete 5 innings. The only time that had happened all year was his first start of the season, an intentionally shortened 60-pitch start. Lefty specialist Vesia getting up now for LA. And the Pirates have a lefty, Evan Sisk. Now, I thought last night the Dodgers, they went out and left Ohtani in the game, and Ohtani with a 0-something ERA at that moment probably deserves the right of refusal, so to speak. But typically, if it was your ordinary pitcher out there, you probably would have brought the lefty in, Vesia, because he's so dynamic, so good, to face Horwitz and Lau, and that's how the Pirates got that rally started that inning.
He was up and ready to go.
So he's warming up again tonight. Pirates using a couple lefty pinch hitters last inning against this righty specialist Klein. Righty slug under 200 against him. Nasty slider.
Confidence in that pitch. He went through it 3-1 and 3-2.
Get a swing through on an elevated pitch like that. It's be tough to square up. Klein grew up in Bloomington, Indiana.
Ooh.
Ever been there?
It's been a minute, but yeah. Well, they were celebrating in Bloomington.
Football fans?
Year.
Wow,
Yep.
something else. Is that going to sneak through? Yeah, Nick Gonzalez, another multi-hit game.
Turning around another fastball, Nick Gonzalez. I can imagine that's it for Klein. Fastball out over, staying up the middle.
And Dave Roberts is going to come out, yeah. Gonzalez has as many multi-hit games as Shohei Ohtani. And so this time it's Vesia against Lau, trying to negate the Pirates' big home run hitter. Pirates down a run in the 6th. Last time up, last inning, he hit one out of here.
A long ball gets you back into the ball game. And Brandon Lau getting better and better against lefties. Vesia really, really good against lefties. Opponents overall hitting 141. 30 punch outs in 29 innings.
Yeah, lefties against Vesia this year, 3 singles in 31 at bats.
The slider, he'll throw it almost half the time to left-handed batters, and they have yet to get a hit off of it.
And then, you know, much more pedestrian against righties.
Yeah.
He's just an all-star against righties.
See, not a very hard thrower, but tell he got some carry on his fastball too. Gets on you.
In his whole career, opponents hitting 184 against him. And that's an example of that right there. That's 91, but that's.
It almost looks like it goes uphill. It just stays on the same plane.
That's against a very good fastball hitter too. Vesia comes on to get Lau. Pirates stay a run behind through 6. Central Outreach Wellness Center, your home for judgment-free health care. No insurance, no problem. Progress Pride flag before the game. Pirates and local leaders here on Pride Night at PNC Park. Seeing if the Pirates can deliver a victory here, win the series.
Another challenge.
Previous pitch is called a strike. Batter's challenging.
Dodgers have 1 left. Pirates are out of challenges.
Another one.
Pitch is a strike. Los Angeles has no challenges
I
left.
would think of a first pitch of an inning, nobody on, nobody out. You'd have to be 100% sure. As Evan Sisk making his 25th appearance. Look at that ERA, 127, 206 opponent average.
And so Ramirez gives the Pirates a couple of scoreless innings. Offense getting back into this one. If the Pirates can win tonight, they'll have won. It's only one matchup every year. Their home series against the Dodgers 5 years in a row. The last time that the Pirates had done that, it was against the Brooklyn Dodgers during World War II.
Oh my. And I wonder if any of those series they've come back twice down 5.
Well, if the Pirates can come back and win tonight, they'll do something that they haven't done in any of our lifetimes, and that's come back from 5 runs down to win in back-to-back games.
Yeah.
And that's our Penn West University educating you. Thanks to Mason McPhee with Sport Radar, a statistician tonight for that one. So that's at least since 1901.
Well, Flores went out to visit Evan Sisk. Not sure if he talked him into a fastball on that 0-2 pitch. Changeup.
Ahead 2 strikes on the Dodgers leadoff man. Really good breaking ball. In the future, that'll be judged as part of that Hawkeye system. Starting to experiment with that in the minor leagues, defining for the first time finding a check swing.
That'll be interesting because I want to know what a check swing looks like.
Golfed out of here, but foul.
You know, I think, you know, an umpire will tell you, well, you know, they determine an offer at the pitch. You know, there's really nothing like, oh, they broke his wrist or the barrel goes over the plate. I mean, I've never gotten a definition other than an offer at the pitch.
An attempt to strike the ball, but you know, a lot of times in recent times, it's like you said, did he break his hands, or you know, did the bat go past the plate? We kind of have an idea of what it looks like today, but you go back 40, 50, 60 years ago, guys could really swing and still would be called a check. So,
what a pitch that was.
Was that a frisbee?
That was a big old sweeper. It had to look like it was behind Kyle Tucker after it left his hand, and right over the inside corner. There's nothing a hitter could do with that. If you swing at it, even if you get barrel to it, you're going to pull it way foul.
So that strikeout presented by Coppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. Alex called a pinch hit for Ryan Ward. Wiffle ball games in the backyard are way different than trying to hit in the big leagues. That pitch.
Up to 94.
Getting ahead of the first two hitters. Sisk trying to keep the Pirates within one. 4-run fifth inning for the Pirates. They were down 5-0 at one point. Lau and Flores Jr. with home runs.
Such a unique delivery, hard to pick up. His fastball plays up. I don't remember seeing 94 from him. He averages around 91 with the fastball. Looks much harder from that release point.
Now he was ahead 1-2 on call. Dodgers are going to stick with rushing. Who's on deck? Chucky Robinson is their backup catcher tonight, with Will Smith heading on the IL. So call comes from behind in the count to work a walk. And to have a unique look like that out of your bullpen, you know, it's not just all hard throwers. You have different styles, different things that they can do. You have that get out of jams ground ball pitcher out of that pen, or different roles.
Yeah. It makes me think of Tampa Bay. You know, they always have some kind of funky reliever down there. Right, left, hard, soft.
And that ball's going to sneak right down the line. Call can get to third. It's a double for rushing. Hit it just badly enough.
Yeah, nothing you could do about this one. You know, it's just he comes off it, the cue shot right off the very end of the bat, and you see how far Nick Gonzalez is off third base. Nothing he could do.
So now the Dodgers poised. And they're going to go with a pinch hitter, Miguel Rojas. Remember, the Blue Jays were close to wrapping up World Championship, and then Rojas hitting the game-tying home run off Jeff Hoffman in Game 7.
You think about the Dodgers in the postseason over the years. You know, the role players and the big hits they've gotten from role players over the years. Would it be Rojas or Kike Hernandez or Jock Peterson back in the day, Chris Taylor.
And here, right? Safe.
Yeah, that good jump from third base. I'm not sure why the runner at second rushing didn't move to third, but it's like, you know, one of those plays where, you know, Lau, I guess the only thing you'd think about that he could have done differently, because the ball wasn't hit extremely hard, he might have had a chance to go to his backhand. If he goes to his backhand, he can get rid of it quicker. He doesn't have to step and throw. Maybe that makes a difference. It's so close. Talked about that a little bit last night, as far as like the little things you maybe can do with these bang bang plays, these replays. You see, like, if there's anything I could have done to save myself a little bit of time to get that out, that's about the only thing differently he could have done. Did all, you know, got rid of it quickly.
Santiago Espinal batting for Ohtani, and he comes up with a base hit. I wonder why it's Espinal for Ohtani there. I guess that's how good of Sisk is against lefties.
That is mind-blowing. You know, there's so much was said about Donnie Kelly pinch hitting for Brandon Lau earlier this year. Like, it makes you wonder, like, Ohtani. It's Ohtani.
Who has even splits, but no one knows his team better than Dave Roberts.
Yeah, you wonder if he's okay.
Yeah, that's what more I was thinking about there. So the bases are loaded after Espinal comes up with a pinch hit. Andy Pages, baseball's RBI leader. Very wild pitch. And the Dodgers extend their lead.
That's a changeup. You saw the grip.
Sisk was ahead on call 1 and 2. The walk, this double that was just dribbled right down the third base line, hit off the end of the bat. And the comebacker to the second baseman drawn in. The catcher, for 15 years, the catcher can't block the plate. That's one of those balls that in the olden days might be a collision at home. 3-0. Pages pops it up.
That's a nice little break. 3-0.
That's the pitch he wanted.
It goes. Yeah, that's what I said. When you're thinking 3-0 when you're up there swinging, you're thinking one pitch, one location. You're taking it otherwise. And I can't imagine he wanted to. I mean, that's where you're almost just predetermined to swing. It's 3-0. I'm swinging, but that's not the pitch you want. That's a nice break.
So now, if Sisk can get Freeman Let's say it's a 3-run game. Dodgers with 2 here in the 7th. In years past, I'd say, there's no benefit of having a lefty out there, but Freeman this year a little lesser against left-handed pitching. Still a great player and very capable.
Future Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah. But this is the first year that I can remember that he actually has platoon splits. They're slight, but still enough. Pirates have a right-hander, the rookie Brandon Beddois. Ahead on Freeman. Spoiling the sweeper. Dodgers have Dreyer.
Pirates have already thrown 163 pitches in this ball game.
And Freeman again hit by a pitch tonight. Pirates have hit 3 batters and have walked 7. You talk about defense, that's defense.
Yes. It's not defendable.
We're getting told that Ohtani left the game with left knee inflammation. Hence Espinal pinch hitting for him. Donnie Kelly comes out. Sisk came on and has faced 7 hitters here in the 7th inning. Bases are loaded. 2 are in for the Dodgers. Pirates have brought this into a 1-run game. Now the Dodgers making it a 3-run margin again. And back to the pen, the rookie Beddois coming on, inheriting the bases loaded. Presented by your Western PA GMC dealers.
Pirates able to get the Wrobleski, get him out in the 5th. A couple of home runs, made it close. Ohtani another homer. Mitch struggled, 4 walks, couple hit batters.
Pirates rallying behind him with that 4-run 5th inning. Sisk has allowed 2. He's responsible for the 3 inherited runners. And go to the rookie Brandon Beddois.
Well, he's held opponents to a .227 batting average, 14 punch outs.
Righties have not done much against him. That will continue. Callahan secures the final out. He strands them all. And the Pirates within 3 at the stretch. S&P 360. Just go to getsnp360.com or scan the QR code. Log in with your provider and get direct access to live games, plus all the Pittsburgh sports content you love. And Miguel Rojas stay in the game to play second base. And Alex Call will take over in left field.
Jack Dreyer making his 26th appearance, 3.04 ERA. Doesn't walk many. Hard to hit.
A couple of Pirates would disagree. Reynolds had a single off him last night. And Horwitz, who's due up 3rd, homered off him. But coming into this series, yeah, really good. If there is any soft spot currently on the Dodgers, it is their bullpen, and they still are an above average bullpen in terms of where they rank in ERA. Their starters are number 1 in ERA, and the bullpen came into the series 11th out of the 30 teams.
Dave Roberts got a pretty good team, and with all those injured guys you mentioned, it's deep.
You know, Edwin Diaz, Brusdar Graterol, Evan Phillips, who, you know, you take a pick among others. At least a half dozen bullpen arms on the IL. So the Pirates at this point last night were down 5, and they came back to win. They were down 5 in this game. Made it a 1-run game prior to the top half of this inning.
Dodgers have left 12 on base, so still just 3 runs. Fastball at 94. Bryan Reynolds unable to pull the trigger.
Look at our AHN Supermo. O'Hearn pinch hit for Ozuna against the righty reliever Klein in that 5th inning. Scored a base hit. And he's hit lefties fine.
Yeah, it's interesting, these lefties that the Pirates hitters have faced so far tonight. You can tell they're having a hard time picking up the ball. You know, like Wroblewski, sneaky quick, kind of short armor. Fastball is getting on him. Vesia, and now Dreyer.
So they go back to the heat. Now, such a late reaction on that chin music.
Yeah, it makes you think, you know, with Bryan Reynolds taking a fastball that was over the heart of the plate, you know, there's something about it. Again, O'Hearn reacted very late.
So 2 outs. Spencer Horwitz last night came up. Remember, the Pirates had a 1-run lead and some necessary insurance off the same pitcher.
What a good at bat, Horwitz. Boy, he is on time with the fastball. He has not had trouble picking up the pitch from the pitcher's hand.
Here, just the soft bouncer, and Dreyer comes in and dispatches the Pirates in this 7th inning tonight, keeping it a 3-run Dodgers lead. Medical provider of your Pittsburgh Pirates, and by Giant Eagle, your home team for groceries. Gorgeous night here in Pittsburgh. Do the Pirates have another comeback in them? Trying to put up a 0 here in the 8th inning. Dubois came on and inherited the bases loaded and got Betts to fly out. It's Muncy to pop it up.
8th inning, Max Muncy hitting 5th. Is already his 5th at bat.
Ohtani reached base 4 times in the first 5 innings. The Pirates here with 7 walks and 3 hit batters. Trying to withstand that tonight. And as you pointed out, the Dodgers not exactly crisp converting all their opportunities. A logoless helmet for Tucker. Looks like all those knockoff baseball cards from cereal boxes time ago.
I would guess that's a snap.
The other helmet that had the LA logo might have got damaged.
Yeah, usually they have that sticker that they can put on there. Tucker strikes out and is the first player in baseball history to have a batting helmet with no logo on it reach on a strikeout.
Just missed by Flores. Didn't bounce.
Looks like he tried to cradle it. So it goes as a strikeout. If you've ever heard of a pitcher striking out 4 in an inning, something like that has to happen.
What's the most strikeouts in an inning?
In the major leagues, I think it's 4.
It's 4.
Pirates have never had one pitcher strike out 4 in an inning. Although it could be limitless.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I think at some point in baseball history, maybe there was 5 in an inning.
Sure, somewhere in professional baseball.
Yeah.
Or 3-eye league in the 20s, something like that. Pirates did have 2 pitchers combined for 4 strikeouts in a game, or in an inning, I should say. Never a solo.
Fastball up. Top of the helmet.
I was trying to think that 3 years ago in Anaheim, Jose Hernandez, remember him, the lefty? He struck out the first 3 of an inning, but there's somebody on base. But he had allowed 2 home runs in that inning, so he was removed from the inning, and then Dowry Moretta struck out a guy. So the Pirates struck out 4 in the inning with 2 different pitchers. The more you know. Two and 2 on call. That is college baseball in Muncie at Ball State. You guys would play Ball State, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, every now and again. Yeah.
Base hit.
Breaking ball from Benoit just past the diving Nick Gonzalez.
Ball 1 to Rushing. Now 2-0. It's that slider in there for a strike. Great look at the Levin Furniture and Mattress strike zone. .98, but couldn't land it.
couple of ground outs from rushing. Could use another one.
Instead, an 8th walk by Pirates pitchers tonight. They've hit 3, and one batter in this inning has reached on a strikeout.
It's a lot of free bases.
Well, last night, the Pirates not only offensively but defensively super sharp, enabling them to come back and win.
He went.
Rojas, the guy that if he does hit the ball on the ground, he can double him up. And here with the bases full, a lot of ways you can do it. 37 years old. You got to throw him strikes. And Benoit got out of a bases loaded jam he inherited last inning. Three and 0.
Yeah, it's been a problem all night for Pirates pitchers.
.30 swinging. Just out of reach above the dugout for Inspector Gadget. It was a little farther than I thought. Made that fan happy. That's great. Look at the joy. That gets him out in front of the slider.
Borderline pitch. The 3-0 pitch was ball 4. 3-1 might have caught the outside edge.
A strikeout, pass ball, base hit, and a walk have filled the bases. Tucker tags and will score on the sac fly. The Dodgers pick up a run on that. Still just one single in the inning. Edgardo Enriquez.
Turning over the lineup now for the 6th time. This is the 6th at bat for the leadoff spot.
Ohtani left the game with left knee inflammation. Espinal pinch hit for him in the 7th. Pirates had pulled to within a run after a 4-run outburst in the 5th. Now strike to Espinal. Last year with the Reds. Some swing and miss on that fastball. Maybe a foul tip.
Yeah, big arm. So good last year.
What was it, 64 straight batters?
In the minor leagues without a hit allowed by Bedouin to freeze him on the heat right there. Dodgers had a run. They're up 8-4. Pirates will welcome in the Miami Marlins to PNC Park for the weekend series, and on Friday it'll be Braxton Ashcraft against Sandy Alcantara, and our coverage of that one begins at 5:30 right here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh, and always streaming on SNP 360. See Skeens on Sunday, and we will see Tyler Callahan bat to lead off the Pirates' 8th inning. Edgardo Enriquez.
Hard throwing righty making his 24th appearance. 2.92 ERA.
Callahan with those 2 home runs last night. Came in as a pinch hitter in the 5th and walked. That was that 4-run 5th inning for the Pirates. Got home runs from Flores Jr. and Lau. Horwitz with an RBI hit. But outside of that inning, just 3 singles.
You see Henriquez 100 miles per hour with that fastball. Somehow opponents hit 280 off of that pitch.
Ball toward the wall. And Callahan will have extra bases. He might think 3. Oh, yeah. Callahan with a triple. He's doing everything in the black and gold.
He sure is, you know. Yeah, all the excitement from last night's game. And knowing a lefty was starting, I'm like, man, I want to see him.
I want to see him in the game. I want to see him. I knew he wasn't going to start, but I'm glad he's in here. It's like it's must-watch TV. Cutter right on the inside corner.
Turns on it. Also get the triple out of the way.
See what Mangum can do here. 101 first career triple and his first 2 career home runs last night. Catches breath. Pirates and Dodgers both with 10 runs or 10 hits apiece, excuse me. Mangum, base hit.
How did he get out there and hit that ball? Look at that hustle.
Wow! These Pirates are electric.
Look at this pitch. It almost looked like it bounced. Did it bounce? Almost. It would have bounced if he didn't swing at it. Go down and get it. Yeah, he sees how far the outfielders are from getting to that ball. He's like, why not? I can get 2.
Maintains the bag. Now he's in scoring position. Flores, first home run tonight. To right.
Sit.
Tucker misplays it. Mangum's going to be waved. Tucker lollygags in right field. Ha-ha! The Bucks with another. Here they come again.
You can't turn it off. You cannot go to bed. You can't turn the game off.
You got to keep watching. It's something else. And none of these balls hit particularly hard, but who cares? You're putting bat on the ball. Just out of Tucker's reach. Just like that, tying run at the plate.
Nobody out. Flores will get to third, an important advancement. Pick up another run without a hit if you're within one again.
Yeah, I mean, ball wasn't hit hard there either. That's a good read. Flores set the shortstop, but wasn't hit all that hard.
We're going to go with Tanner Scott next. They've already used Vesia tonight.
Middle of the infield's back. Another ground ball will score Flores.
And Gonzalez hunting those RBIs all year. Already with 2 hits tonight. Pirates were down 5 at one point, got back to within a run. Dodgers extending the lead again. Pirates make another comeback. .303 hitter. He's been good in these situations. And like you said, you look at the scoreboard, 102, 101. Once in a while, you get those guys that somehow, for whatever reason, it can be turned around.
Yeah,
he's a hard thrower, but they see it. They can see this. I talked about the lefties and not nearly as much of velocity, but
couldn't get to it.
Has been really good against righties. Enriquez, they slugged just 130 against him, but Flores right there, a righty batter with a double on the bloop.
Shorten up, find a way, get it in play. That's a good job right there. The guy's throwing up to 102 miles per hour, throws a good breaking ball, starts in the zone, breaks off the plate. And Nick Gonzalez, a great job of wasting that pitch.
Up and in. Gives that appearance that it's rising. That's going to be it for Enriquez. Dave Roberts out. The lefty Lau. They got Tanner Scott, their last left-handed reliever, down in the bullpen. He's coming in. Scored twice more. Here comes Tanner Scott to pitch for LA.
Yeah, another good reliever with good numbers. Hard to hit. Opponent average of 192. He's given up 4 homers though in his 27 2/3 innings. And Brandon Lau has faced him a good bit.
Lau has already homered off the lefty tonight. That was the starter, Robleski. Flores at third. Toward right.
Oh, he just missed it. My goodness.
But the Pirates get a lot closer thanks to some big hits early.
Yeah, you could tell he was looking for a pitch he could drive. He gets a fastball in, and man, off the end of the bat, just pulled the trigger just a hair too soon. So close.
Here to bat is the tying run. The Pirates with a couple of runs in that 8th inning. A 2-run game now. Facing the best hitters remaining in the lineup, it's Dennis Santana.
Valvoline numbers for Dennis. His 30th appearance, even 5 ERA. Coming right at him.
Seen a few outings where Santana looks like himself. Kind of takes a batter or two to kind of know if that's going to be him tonight. A good start. Getting a rollover on the slider.
And, you know, good Dennis Santana's in the zone. Getting a lot of contact, a lot of soft contact. I love the fact, aggressive early. And we haven't seen a lot of that tonight. Aggressive, getting ahead, throw the slider, get a rollover.
Freddie Freeman. Pirates pitchers tonight have walked 8. They've hit 3. And allowed a strikeout to reach on a pass ball, and yet only 3 of those have scored. The Dodgers have left on 14. And the Pirates have a chance. Dodgers have not lost a series since May 8th, 9th, and 10th against Atlanta. Everyone loses against Atlanta. That ball will go foul.
Freeman hit twice tonight. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, he probably gets hit a lot because of his approach and because you want to get in there with his fastball because he hits so many the other way. He had been hit once this year.
Wow.
Before tonight.
Still ahead on him. Pirates at the bottom of the 9th have Reynolds, O'Hearn, Horwitz, and then the mighty Tyler Callahan. If it gets there. Kind of like that fearsome foursome coming up.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep it a 2-run game. This is going to be interesting. Don't go to bed.
Reynolds get on base first. Got to keep it a 2-run game.
Pirates have thrown 200 pitches tonight. There's going to be some tired arms tomorrow. And some happy folks if they can come from behind. If somehow they pull this off tonight, they were down 5 runs at one point. They were down 5-0. They overcame a 5-run deficit to win last night. They have never done that in back-to-back games. Down 5 runs to win back-to-back games in the modern era of the Pirates. Since 1901. And if you can prove that it happened in the 19th century, you're welcome to write in.
Yeah. Tweet Joe.
Yeah, that's right. What is in store here in this 9th inning?
When you think about this series and how the Dodgers make you grind to get outs. I mean, they're approaching 600 pitches for the series.
Like you go bowling, you know, that's a nice series. Yeah, 600. Yeah. I'm happy with 300.
Another good take.
And they seldom get themselves out. He wasn't going to walk him.
6th at bat, he's 1 for 2.
And you're going to see his 11th pitch of this sequence. Wow. Smothers it, gets him out.
Boy, has he played a good defense. Made a great play in last night's game, a diving play that was right. Another ground ball, a quick infield, times the dive perfectly, up quickly.
Remember on Saturday we thought, is he going to be lost for considerable time after fouling that ball off his right knee? An incredibly painful thing that happened to him. And he's diving all over the place, leaping last night. Homering. That's what an all-star does. Domingo. All right, boys, get to hitting. Coming up, Reynolds, O'Hearn, Horwitz. Here come the Buccos in the 9th. Chevrolet Buick and GMC star of the game. How about Rafael Flores Jr.?
Getting an opportunity here. Walked his first at bat, hits a bomb, 440. His second AB. Big RBI double. In the 8th, what a game.
Ryan Reynolds. He presided over the last 9th inning comeback for the Pirates. Of course, that magnificent walk-off home run just a couple of weeks ago. Here just trying to get on to bring the tying run to the plate.
Man, that's a sharp breaking ball. Another lefty with just 2 pitches. Fastball, slider. And it's about 50-50. What you're going to see from him.
Reynolds came into tonight one of the best hitters in the league against lefties. But Scott has been an above average lefty, to be sure. If he can get on, O'Hearn is the tying run. This Pirates lineup so deep, so many nights where it's not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
I know, it's really fun to watch.
So many contributors every night. There's that sharp slider.
Hard throwing lefty, you know. Got to protect against that fastball, and he'll get some chase because you're trying to get the bat head out against the upper 90s velocity.
Ryan O'Hearn came on as a pinch hitter in the 5th, had that base hit. Dodgers using a lefty starter tonight and all 3 of their lefty relievers. Pirates out hitting the Dodgers.
They've been really good record-wise. They've out-hit their opponents 31-8.
Need someone to get on to bring the tying run up. Horwitz next. Just that disappearing slider of the former All-Star Tanner Scott.
Yeah, it's sharp. Her and aggressive early in the at bat. That's what you want to try to do. Get to that fastball like Lau did. Lau just missed tying it up. Fly ball to right, a little off the end of the bat.
Well, up to Horwitz to get on. Horwitz has never faced Tanner Scott. And if Horwitz can get on, the tying run becomes Tyler Callahan, who tripled last inning. See if he can come to the plate here in this ninth inning. And that's in the zone, but that it doesn't give you an idea of how much that ball's moving.
I mean, it's hard, it's sharp. That's your only chance hitting the slider if he kind of leaves one up over the heart.
They gave Scott $72 million to pitch for them.
Well, he's one of the best relievers from the left side.
Missed with that one. Doesn't walk you very much either, Scott. Two and two on Horwitz. Oh, spike that slider.
Find a way.
Will Callahan get to bat after last night's heroics? And tonight's contributions too. No one's gotten him out in his two at-bats. Horwitz so good at getting on base. One of the best in baseball at that. And the Pirates don't have any challenges. And so Scott will strike out the side in the ninth inning. And it will be the Dodgers to survive in yet another comeback bid by the Pirates, but the Dodgers take the series.
Yeah, another exciting game. Obviously not as exciting as last night's game because the Pirates come up just short. Pitching wise, it was a struggle from the starters all the way through the bullpen. A lot of pitches. The second night out of the 3-game series where Pirates pitchers threw over 200 of them. Good to see them battle. Good to see the big hits late, but just not enough of them.
Yeah, it's hard to beat the Dodgers. You got to be almost perfect. And tonight, Dodgers end up edging the Pirates in an 8-6 victory. So the Dodgers take 2 out of the 3 games here at PNC Park. And we invite you to stay tuned. Pirates extra innings coming your way next. On behalf of our entire crew, Joe Block signing off from PNC Park. An 8-6 Dodgers win tonight.